Welcome back to Songs of Six. As you can read from the title, there's some really cool stuff coming in the new devlog for V.66. I have asked for Jake's permission. I know some people may find it strange that I am not a dev and I'm talking about the devlog. Jake is perfectly okay with me talking about this devlog because in his mind this is just stuff that you can read on the Discord. I am simply narrating it and telling you guys and editing it in a little bit to get you guys interested and to also show you what's coming. There's a lot of really good stuff coming, and that also brings me to go check out War Masters. I believe it's called Arsenal War Masters. I'm going to put a link and also a little edit up here so that you guys can see what it is. It is a mod created by one member of the channel here, MM. He is a good friend of mine. He's one of the first people to ever watch my stream, so go check it out. He's very active in the community, and be sure to subscribe to their little their mod and play it and check it out because it is very interesting. I have not gotten a chance to play it because I've been extremely busy. I have where we are right now, the Fiend Town, as I call it. I've named it Fiend Town. We have 1,015 subs, so now I have upped it, so there's 1,015 people in the city to kind of keep up with the theme of everything. But onto the topic at hand, the devlog. What has Jake said in the last week or so, or a couple weeks since my last update, or his last update? Well, he's gone over new road types, some of which are old road types with a new flair. There's new dread roads, there's going to be new stone roads, so each road will have a tier. I believe tier 1, 2, and 3. He's called them families. So each family will have their own tiers or levels to them, and each different level will have its own perks and kind of disadvantage at a certain level. So it goes up in one way but down a little bit in another way, which is to be expected. And as mentioned, these are going to be for the Harmony roads, which will be wooden. There'll be regular stone roads, and then there'll be the Awe roads, which will have like fine fancy roads and all kinds of other things. And then you have your dread roads, and I'll pop up images of those so that you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. He has put a lot of work into these designs. As you can tell, there's a lot of differences to these stones, and that is not easy stuff to do. On to the next topic at hand, there is a new type of alcohol. I cannot remember the name of it. It's a little hard to pronounce. It's obviously going to pop up on the screen. It's called Shade, I believe. And it is basically a form of wine, a fancier version of wine. I'm not quite sure how it's made, but I believe that you make it with opiates. That's my guess. I think it's going to be made in a brewery. It's probably going to be an additional type of alcohol, and there's going to be some new types of taverns available. I want to put in some of these while I talk. So we're going to put in a gatehouse. There's going to be a new feature involved in the game too, and I'm not quite sure whether it's a feature in the sense that a lot of people took it, but there's a massage parlor on the way, and Jake made a joke that he was going to blur out the massage effect. So naturally everyone jumped to the conclusion that these were going to be sex massage parlors. I don't know. Is Songs of Six going to have sexual intercourse now? Who knows? From what somebody told me, they believe that the position already encompasses that, but I don't believe so. I think that this person is being examined peacefully and then they choose to leave. But in the new version, in the new massage parlor, they're both gonna take off their clothes and they start doing stuff together. It's basically a new form of happiness, which will boost people's overall feeling, obviously. So be be sure to catch that out. I'm going to have a very interesting series planned around that, and obviously some really cool diplomacy stuff will be coming, as mentioned in the prior update. This stuff that Jake has been working on, he seems to, from my understanding, work very diligently on the bread and the mashed potatoes and all of the beef and all that good stuff. And then once he's got the meal prepped, which is diplomacy in this case, I love to see it. I love to see it. Look at this guy just going to pick up some of this, bring it to the warehouse because it's a little too much stuff. So beautiful. But Jake puts a lot of time into sculpting that new update's features, like the diplomacy, getting nobles, getting all of that stuff done. And once he gets it done, he starts to add sides. He starts to add desserts and other cool things. So this is what I'd call the desserts of the update. Everything else he's put together, and this is where we got the canals from. So canals came about from the end of the last update because he was working on irrigation. He was also working on the way that water works, so that you used to be able to put water wherever you felt, but now you have to kind of go with the flow, and that allows for these much more organic and flowing cities, much more unique coastlines, and it's just building and building onto the game. And that's kind of why I have not been playing the Garthumi build. I'm just so excited for the new series that are going to come in V.66 that I don't even want to play the game at the moment. I am playing it on the side here and there, and I may do a Talapi one-off build because I've been really wanting to play at Talapi City. I have not done a dedicated Talapi or Crotonian series on this channel yet, so those are guys that I'd like to get covered. So there's a lot to do, But I just want to let you guys know what was to expect in the new devlog. If you're not in the Discord, go check it out. The Discord has all of this information, and you can read it in a flash, and you don't have to hear it from me. But if you're against Discord and you hate it, then I appreciate your views nonetheless. You guys are helping me out, and I hope to help you out. So with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Say goodbye to Kiara and Geralt. Say goodbye to them. Goodbye.